What? You missed the last boat? Ain't no way. Wait, are you serious? Are you serious right now, Kyedae?
Is there not a plane you could take, like a seaplane or something? Surely there is. There's no way you're just stuck on an island. Bro, there's a seaplane, Kyedae. Alright, yep, Kyedae is stranded on the island, and she has to stay there for a night. Unfortunately.
So let's start where every parasocial tragedy begins. Two teenagers meet in gaming circles and accidentally become a relationship the internet treats like a national monument. Together, they weren't a couple. They were content infrastructure for the Valorant community. And once people watch you grow up, they quietly assign you roles. Not consciously, emotionally. TenZ became the loyal one. Kyedae became the one he protects. The relationship became the safe constant in an unstable internet. So when real life inevitably changes, the audience doesn't process. Two young adults evolved differently. They process, the script has been violated. That's why from the very beginning, before screenshots, before rumors, this breakup was doomed to become an investigation. Because the fans weren't reacting to a breakup. They were reacting to the destruction of a narrative they emotionally invested in for years. And humans don't accept the loss of meaning. They replace it with a villain. Then came the moment that permanently sealed the mythology. She got cancer. He slowed down competing. And instantly the internet carved the relationship into stone. He sacrificed his career for her. Now, real life is complicated. People adjust priorities all the time. But the internet doesn't store nuance. It stores stories. And that single story turned the relationship from young couple into hero plus person he saved, which created a psychological contract with the audience. Anything else feels morally wrong to spectators. So when the relationship later ended, people didn't just feel surprised. They felt like the ending violated emotional physics. Because in their heads, suffering together talks permanent bond. But in real life, sometimes surviving the storm is what reveals you want different climates. The audience cannot emotionally tolerate that explanation. So their brain searches for an alternative. If it didn't last, someone must have done something unforgivable. And that's when every coincidence becomes evidence. Now we introduce the name that detonated the fandom's sanity, John Choi. Important detail, a new person appearing in someone's social circle is normal human behavior. But to an audience that already believes a love story is sacred destiny, this is basically a new character walking into a romance anime in episode 22. Nobody waits for context. The moment people noticed interactions, jokes, hanging out, overlapping presence, the fandom's brain activated its favorite hobby, timeline construction. Not proof, not confirmation, pattern building. And humans are terrifyingly good at finding patterns once they emotionally want one. So the narrative formed before the breakup announcement even existed. There must already be something happening. At this stage, nothing was confirmed, nothing admitted, nothing proven. But emotionally, the verdict had begun forming. Because remember, people weren't evaluating evidence. They were defending a story they had lived with for years. Then the screenshot surfaced. The now legendary message, stuck here, John got the time wrong. Don't be mad. On planet Earth, this reads like a mildly awkward logistical situation. On the internet, this is a courtroom exhibit. Why? Because that specific phrase, don't be mad, detonates the imagination. It implies awareness of optics, not guilt, not innocence, but vulnerability to interpretation. And interpretation is oxygen for online communities. Suddenly, people reconstructed entire scenes. Late night, wrong timing. Another guy present? Preemptive reassurance. The brain autofills the rest. Not because it's proven, but because humans instinctively complete incomplete emotional puzzles. The screenshot didn't confirm cheating, but it emotionally resembled the beginning of a confession. And resemblance is all the internet needs. Now combine that with the long relationship history, the illness arc, the hero narrative. The fandom didn't see a message. They saw a plot twist. Then the official statement drops. Mutual. Private. Different paths. The most normal breakup explanation in human history. And the internet instantly rejects it. Because it contradicts the emotional investment equation. If relationship importance, X years, X sacrifice on a threshold. So the mind upgrades the cause. Not growing apart, but hidden betrayal. At this point, the allegations become self-sustaining. Not because evidence increases, but because closure is unsatisfying. A peaceful ending leaves emotional energy with nowhere to go.